I read something that I've really been ruminating on, and I thought that you might want to ruminate with me. And what it said was happiness isn't the absence of stress or turmoil. Happiness is knowing and understanding how you personally cope with it. So I've just been thinking about this a lot, and I want to share the few ways that I really cope with stress. And if you can, share a few ways that you cope with stress, with you how you cope with turmoil. Drop it in the comments. I would love to hear what you have to say. The first way that I deal with stress is with the sun, being outside. It heals everything for me. It makes me happy, which is why this time of year is extra difficult for me. Sorry, I'm laughing because I've got a goat, I've got a dog, I've got multiple cats, which is another way that I cope. I hike, and my animals hike with me. And there's nothing like being in nature with all these things that love you. But I also let the sun cleanse and clear me. So that's one great way I connect with nature as often as I can. Coffee. Coffee is one of my very favorite things. It's like magic little beans that I get to wake up to every morning, and it's something that I look forward to. I go to bed thinking, man, I can't wait to wake up in the morning, have that cup of coffee, step outside, and have a deep breath of fresh air. And that brings us to the third, deep breaths. Deep breaths are often my saving grace. They calm my nervous system. They remind me how happy I am to be alive. And they're always available to me, inside or outside. The fourth thing that helps me cope with stress and turmoil is I made a list 10 years ago of things that would be mountains for me, things that would be almost unsurpassable for me. It was like 5 things. And ever since then, everything else feels like a molehill. That has really, really helped my perspective in life. And of course, the fifth thing is laughter. It is my family and friends, but also it is the laughter that heals me. It is the humor. It is the ability to not take life too seriously, knowing that laughter is always available to me. It just depends on my perspective. When I get too worked up, when I get too angry, I ask myself if it's worth it. Then I look up a joke, or I think of something funny, or I ask my kids to tell me something, I don't know, that made them laugh. And those are my 5 ways that I mostly cope with stress and turmoil, and how I seem to be very positive to the people around me. It's because I don't hold on to the stress. I don't hold on to the turmoil. And honestly, I try to forget it. I try to cling and remember and ruminate on the positive. Once again, drop your coping mechanisms right there in the comments. I want to know what keeps you positive, what keeps you smiling every day, especially this time of year.